Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, September 24th, 2015. Over the next few days, there are no significant impacts in the forecast. We will see some record high temperatures in portions of the Great Basin through this weekend, and some gusty winds are possible Friday and Saturday, but those winds will generally remain below critical levels. Over the past 24 hours, there wasn't much precipitation across the Great Basin, although there were a few lightning strikes across the southwestern portion of Utah. It's interesting to compare precipitation over the past 7 days to the precipitation over the past 30 days. This really illustrates how we've moved into a much drier pattern. You can see the past 7 days have been much drier than the past 30 days, and so we've definitely transitioned from the cooler, wetter weather that we were seeing about a month ago into much warmer and drier weather. The water vapor satellite shows high pressure over much of the Great Basin with a low pressure system over the eastern Pacific. And that low pressure system over the eastern Pacific will make its way into our area sometime next week, but it is causing us some problems because the models are having a hard time deciding what track that low is going to take. So it's really causing a lot of uncertainty in the forecast for next week. Significant fire potential this afternoon is low to moderate across much of the area, with the driest fields across western Nevada. We'll see pretty dry conditions this afternoon with some single-digit relative humidities forecast across portions of Nevada, and with high pressure in place, winds will be quite light. As we move into Friday, that high pressure will largely stay in place, and as a result, we will see a continuation of those low relative humidities. Winds will pick up a bit on Friday as that low pressure system over the eastern Pacific slowly begins to make its way towards us. Moving into Saturday, you can see how that low pressure system is slowly moving south and east. And we will see relative humidities increase a bit moving into Saturday as we see moisture increasing across the area associated with that. There is also the potential for some areas of gusty winds on Saturday. Moving into the Sunday timeframe, this is where we start to get a little more uncertain with the forecast. It does look like Sunday will remain dry. And then as we move into Monday and Tuesday, there is a potential for a little bit of moisture to increase across the area. But there really is, as I mentioned earlier, quite a bit of uncertainty with the forecast in this time period. And that continues on into Tuesday. We are looking at the potential for some moisture increasing Monday and Tuesday. And it does look like as we move into Wednesday and later next week, we could see some cooler, wetter weather. As far as current field conditions, with the warmer weather we've seen, ERCs are definitely on the rise. You can see that more areas in the Great Basin have moved into that 50th to 70th percentile range, with western Nevada moving into the 70th to 80th percentile. It's interesting to look at the charts. Those are on the right-hand side of the screen, and you can see how ERCs in some areas have really recovered from the dip they took about a month ago, a few weeks ago, with the cooler, wetter weather. Finally, looking at the 8 to 14-day outlook, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above average temperatures across the entire area with normal precipitation. And normal precipitation for this time of year is quite low, and so we are looking at that more extended period of hot and dry weather. And we may see ERCs fall next week with a little bit of cool weather, but if this verifies, we will see those ERCs on the way back up. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Our contact information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter.